to you live from the Vegas Video Network studios, just steps from the Las Vegas Strip. It's golf and other four-letter words. And now your host, you've heard him on ESPN, Fox Sports, and Sirius XM Radio, Mr. Dennis Silvers.
Oh, got to cut off. Well, thank you very much. Thank you. Hi, everybody. Welcome in again to another edition of Golf and Other Four-Letter Words right here on the Vegas Video Network. We're hoping you're having a good beginning of the week and hope you have a great week and get a chance to play some golf this weekend. Weather's getting real good now, so no excuses not to get out or at least go to the range and beat some balls and start working on your game and knocking off the rust. And speaking about knocking off the rust, we got the perfect guy making a second appearance here on Golf and Other Four-Letter Words to help you do that. Tom's been a long-time PGA teaching professional. He currently runs all of the teaching up at Eagle Crest Golf Club in Sun City, Summerlin. So right now, let's welcome Tom Utzler to the show. How are you, Tommy? Welcome back.
It's great to be back.
You're in a new location since the last time we talked.
I made the move the 1st of February.
Okay.
To Eagle Crest.
How do you like it up there? It's a nice little facility, isn't it?
A sensational facility.
Way up on top, great views.
Great grass range. Great short game area. It's
I'm glad you mentioned grass because it's one of the questions. Might as well start off with that question right now. That was actually my second question, but since you brought it up, you prefer teaching off mats or grass? Which one and why?
I prefer teaching off grass when I'm working on impact.
Okay.
If I'm strictly teaching the mechanics of a swing, it really doesn't matter. So I suppose if I had to choose one, certainly I would be on grass.
On grass.
I'm not of the opinion that hitting off of mats hurts your golf swing.
Yeah, I don't. And that's funny. I talk to a lot of the better players. And they'll go out of their way not to hit a golf ball off a mat. I agree with you. I don't think it's detrimental at all.
No. Good impact is good impact regardless of the surface that you're on, and you should be able to recognize whether or not you're hitting the golf ball first in the ground.
I agree with you. Tom, as a teaching professional, what do you think is the single biggest adjustment you have to make as a teacher when you are teaching a junior as opposed to an adult? And when I say junior, I'm talking about maybe a young man that's 11, 12, 13 as opposed to an adult. But what's the biggest adjustment you have to make in your teaching routine or philosophy?
Well, first of all, juniors require not that anyone doesn't require patience, but it requires more patience with juniors. First of all, they're a little bit intimidated when they're taking a lesson, more so than the average adult. So far as what I teach, I suppose that I'm trying to bring out more natural ability, talk less about positions, trying to bring out the athleticism in a junior, more so than I would be with an adult.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. And they're fearless.
Oh,
you tell them what to do, they'll do it.
Yes.
Turn your shoulders 120 degrees, they do it.
And as long as you're encouraging, they respond well.
Yeah.
You have to be careful, I think, of criticism with a junior.
Yeah.
You have to be very, very careful.
Yeah, that's a very good point. That is a very good point. All right, tell you what, let's a lot of golf played over the weekend all over the world. We're going to highlight just a couple of the tournaments that were played. So we're going to talk about it right now in Tournament Scorecard, and here it is. All right, welcome back, everybody, to Golf and Other Four-Letter Words. I'm Dennis Silvers, along with Tommy Utzler. Big Ben Curtis wins the Texas Open yesterday, the Valero Texas Open, for his fourth PGA Tour title and his first victory since 2006. And for those of you that might have forgotten, because Ben has fallen off the radar, the last couple of years, Ben did win the Open, the British Open, in 2003. So he does have that one major. what is not astonishing to me, but surprising, and I want to get your take on it. This golf course, and they have a couple at TPC San Antonio. I had the director of instruction on my show Saturday on CBS Radio, and it's narrow. I mean, so some of the holes are like almost driving in a closet. But he wins this tournament, Tom. This is the first time he has played this golf course, a tough golf course, number one. First time playing the event, and all of a sudden, where does that come from? That's what I am most impressed with as far as his win. Sure, he played great golf. He was steady, hit the shots, made the putts when but to win on a golf course that you've never seen in a PGA Tour event, I think that's special.
It seems that tough golf courses bring out the best in Ben Curtis. Each of his victories have been on tough tracks.
Yeah.
He's not a long hitter of the golf ball, but he controls his golf ball very, very well.
Yeah.
I was happy to see it. I think he's one of the real good guys out there.
Why do you think, and obviously a world-class player, 4 tour events, he's got a major, what makes a guy like this go into a slump for a couple of years and just fall off the face of the earth, and all of a sudden, boom, he comes down and he wins an event?
I'm not sure, Dennis, that it's a slump. It's so difficult to win out there.
Yeah.
It's so very difficult. It's not, I think everyone felt that his Open victory in '03 was a fluke.
Yeah.
I think he was ranked 360
he was
in the world or something like that. So, he caught lightning in a bottle.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that. But, again, it's so difficult out there, and all of these guys are real good players. They're all capable. They're all capable of doing what he did.
That's well said. That's true. And I agree with that. Not so much a slump, just not getting it done. Yeah. That's a good point. All right, world number 3, Lee Westwood defends his title to win the Indonesian Masters in Jakarta. And as you know, defending a title is not easy at all. Lee refines his world ranking position with that win. And now it's back to, let's see, Rory McIlroy number 1, Luke Donald number 2, and there's Lee Westwood again as number 3. I don't know. Any hope for the Americans moving into the top 3 anytime soon that you can see?
In a word, no.
Okay, that about moving right on, ladies and gentlemen. That about sums it up. I mean, why can't we get it done? These guys just seem to get it done at the right time. Is it their drive? Is it their passion? Do they want it more? They getting more breaks? I mean, what's going on, Tom?
I think the thing that's been discussed over the years, or the theory that the pundits or the experts have had over the years of the Europeans play under more difficult conditions than Americans. They travel more.
Yeah.
They travel better. I think that has something to do with it.
Yeah.
That event that Lee just won, from what I understand, was awarded, I believe this is right, 20 world points, even though the field was not that strong.
Was not that strong, yeah.
But so far as the big 3, I mean, how can you argue with it? These are all,
you can't.
All 3 of them are great players.
Great players. You're absolutely right, and they're all the real deal. Finally, in the really who cares department, shall we put it that way? David Frost teams with Michael Allen to win the Liberty Mutual Legends of Golf in Savannah, Georgia. Did you watch any of that?
I did not. I was teaching.
Okay, well, good for you. You didn't miss anything. You were better off teaching. But that's an annual thing that they have. They get all the, they get all the. It's a 2-team thing, and it's best ball, and they get some outrageously good, 10 under, 11 under, 9 under, and stuff. But it's fun for them. But I don't, it just doesn't do anything for me. But anyway, the check cashes. The check cashes, as they say.
I was going to say the prize money would do something.
Would do something. Me too. Oh, yeah, it was very, very nice. All right. There are a lot of ways to get a hold of us, as you know, on Golf and Other Four-Letter Words. We have email. And that, again, is simply golf@vegasvideonetwork.com. We've got something new on the toll-free. We're doing away with that 866 number. This is very, very cool. I just learned about it today. Just go to our homepage, vegasvideonetwork.com. On the right-hand side, you'll see a little red tab. It says, send us a voicemail. You'll click that on. You'll get that, which is on your screen right now. You just pop that and start recording, and we'll get a voicemail here. Very, very cool. We've got live chat again if you want to enter in the live chat realm. Again, just go to our homepage, vegasvideonetwork.com, and hit that little live chat icon. You can always, if you miss the shows, if you miss Tom's show tonight, you can always go to the homepage, and we archive our shows every week. We're on iTunes. We're on YouTube. We're a YouTube partner. Roku Television, which is very cool, and 1400 AM. KSHP. They re-air all of the shows on K-Shop starting at 12 noon, so you get all of the audio of the show. So we're all over the place.
You guys are...
We're all over the place, yeah.
So tech advanced.
We are tech advanced. We're techies here. We're techies. Golfies and techies. All right, time for our second segment. We're going to take a commercial? Yeah, let's take a commercial right now. Tom and I are going to step away. We're going to take a short commercial break right now. We come back with our second segment. You're going to love this. We got some really, really good scenarios for you today. We call it Birdies and Bogeys. Stay tuned. We're with you right back after this.
Traditional media believes that after about 3 minutes, you'll tune out. Most Vegas media companies think if it doesn't jiggle, you won't tune in. At the Vegas Video Network, we think both are wrong. The Vegas Video Network is the first and only live online broadcast network that specializes in insider news and expert views about Vegas. We combine great storytelling with the ability to watch when and where you want on your computer, mobile device, or television. Discover the real Las Vegas. Visit vegasvideonetwork.com.
All right, we are back with Birdies and Bogeys. A little more on golf and other four-letter words on the Vegas Video Network. Tom Hutzler with me, and you know how this goes. I'm going to give you some stuff. Let me know if you think it's a birdie, bogey, or whatever. Got some good ones for you today. Tom, city officials in São Paulo, Brazil, might have to find a new site for the proposed golf course to be built, of course, for the 2016 Olympics, because of a possible legal land dispute. If that's the case, the project's going to have to be scrapped. They're going to have to start it from scratch, and they're saying possibly the golf course will not be ready for test events by 2015. The land dispute could take months, or some sources are citing even several years. You would have thought these pinheads over there would have done their homework and gotten all the legalities straightened up before going ahead with such a prominent project. So, I don't know, birdie or bogey?
On the part of the organizers?
Yeah, the city officials, the organizers.
Well, it's a definite bogey. But how much trouble do we have here jumping through the hoops to get a new golf course built? We go through a great deal of
well,
problem.
That's true. But on the other hand, we're not building something for a world stage event like like the Olympics. So,
but it's a bogey.
But it's a bogey, no doubt about it. Gil Hanse, who's the designer, they interviewed him, and he said, "I know nothing about it. This is the first I'm hearing about it." So he may have to get his team back out there again and
they're going to
scope out a whole other piece of land.
Piece of property.
Yeah, not good. No. All right, Butch Harmon, Tiger's former coach, in an interview with the Wall Street Journal the other day, said he was, quote, surprised that Hank Haney would write such a book about Tiger and his family. He said the amount of detail in the book makes him think that Haney was taking precise notes during the time he was working with Tiger to write a book right from the beginning. So, I don't know, birdie or bogey on Butch's thoughts?
I wish the whole subject would go away, to tell you the truth. But I think Butch is right, but I think he's just adding to, in my opinion, Hank should not have written the book, and in my opinion, other instructors should be quiet about their fellow instructors and what they do.
Yeah, well, that's true, because there's a very fine line there. And they also went on further in the interview in asking Butch from an objective viewpoint, why is Tiger floundering? And he had two very interesting observations. He says swing has gotten so mechanical. He said Tiger doesn't need all this stuff. He knows the swing better than anybody. And secondly, he says he's lost his nerve to putt, and that I kind of agree with.
I agree with both points. Now, again, this is just my opinion. I wish I enjoyed the success as an instructor that Sean Foley has.
Sure.
But I don't believe in teaching athletes position golf swings. I believe in bringing out as much relaxed athleticism as you can bring out. Yeah. And Tiger is a supreme athlete. Yeah. I'd like him to stay that way.
Well, people have called you for years, Tom, a big athletic supporter. Okay, we'll move it right on.
You're laughing at that.
Yeah. Instead of capitalizing on her home course advantage, Tom, Michelle Wie shoots 78, 76. I mean, those are our numbers, for crying out loud. To miss the cut at the LPGA Latte Championship, she missed the cut by 7 shots, Tom. With only 2 LPGA Tour wins, there's a lot of discussion now as to whether Michelle Wie is going to be the real deal and live up to her expectations. And before you answer, I was a huge Michelle Wie fan from the moment she came out, and was really embracing her. I love her swing. I love the way she plays golf. But I got to tell you, I'm starting to lose it a little bit, and I just don't think she has the fire. I think she just doesn't have that killer instinct. So I don't know. What do you think, birdie or bogey on Michelle? This is her home course, for crying out loud.
Well, I know that she's been to the 3 most prominent short game coaches. Struggles with her putting. I think that's the basic problem with her play. I don't think she has the fire either. I think that things came too easy to her too early.
Too early.
I don't think she had to fight for anything.
Yeah.
And I think that it's showing up now.
Yeah, it's a shame because she's got all the talent in the world. I think she should be dominating.
First time I saw her swing the golf club, I said that may be the best golf swing out there.
Yeah, should be dominating with her length. No, it's a crime. All right, finally, we got the Open coming up, the British Open, in the beginning part of July at Royal Lytham and St. Anne's. I think that's where Ben Curtis won his Open championship. They're lengthening the golf course. Going through all this trouble, all this expense, all this maneuvering. They're lengthening the golf course. They're touching every hole but I think 2. 181 yards. What are you going to do with 181 yards? Does that make sense to you at all? If they're thinking about a deterrent for these guys, they can lengthen it 1,000 more yards. It's not going to deter these guys. What's the purpose of it? To me, it's a waste. Big bogey, double bogey, triple bogey.
I don't know how you 110 yards a hole. I don't even know what to say.
I think they're seriously. I think they're touching 16 holes and they're leaving 2 holes untouched. I don't get it.
I'd have to see or read what they're doing.
Yeah, ain't much.
It can't mean much.
Ain't much. All right, time to get your pencils. Time to get your paper because we've got some great questions on our next segment, Handicap Helper, that you guys have sent in. Tom's going to give you some really good answers to help me with my golf game. We're going to take a short station ID right now, and when we come back, we're going to have Handicap Helper. Be right back after this.
This is David Ivey from Pub Crawl. It's funny because David from. You should just leave it on. Hi, I'm David Ivey from Pub Crawl, and you're watching the Vegas Video Network. And scene.
Love that guy. You did a great job just drinking, just
Oh.
going around cocktailing
Yeah.
with his wife. Pub crawl, good show.
How do you get that one?
Good show. I don't know. You gotta ask him. I'm trying to be a stand-in for him, when he goes on vacation. Welcome back, everybody, to our little show, Golf and Other Four-Letter Words on the Vegas Video Network. Tom Utzler, PGA teacher professional. Dennis Silvers, professional, I don't know, announcer, whatever. I don't know, talk show host.
You're a golf expert.
A golf expert. All right. Here we go. We got some good questions, and this one is really, really good, Tom. Robert asked if there's a drop-dead distance to putting off the green if the conditions were favorable. Well, that's a good question.
A drop dead distance? How do you?
I'm thinking if you come
What do you mean
up.
by that, Robert?
Robert, what do you mean by that? I'm thinking if you come up a little bit short off the green, and say you might be 10 yards, but if the grain is going with you, there's no real impediments to get in the way of the golf ball, is that a good distance to putt from? Would you suggest flopping it, chipping it, or whatever? And could the same be true maybe from further away? I think that's what the intent of the question is.
I don't think that we can put a number on the distance. I think whatever you spend a great deal of time practicing, Robert, is going to be your best choice. If you like to chip the ball from 10 yards off the green or whatever it might be, even with those smooth, non-grainy conditions, chip the ball. If you like to putt it, putt it. If you like to take a hybrid, but you must practice that shot before you attempt it. And that goes for every golf shot that you attempt on the golf course. If you haven't practiced it, don't attempt it.
Yeah, because that's a good answer, and I think we say that we talk about the British Open, but you see guys putting a golf ball from 30 yards off the green, over humps and bumps and stuff like that.
Well, that's the style.
They do that over there.
The links golf is played on the ground.
Yeah,
I mean that's not a mystery to those of us that have played the game for a long time. They play the game differently.
They play on the ground. That's true. All right, Paul is interested in buying a rangefinder and wants to know your opinion if it's worth it or not.
Yes, I think it's worth it. Paul, I kind of like the idea of I'm not sure who makes it, the hybrid offers you different choices. It helps to speed up play. It's going to give you more confidence in your distances. Most of these rangefinders now are different instruments that are being used are going to allow you to find out how far you hit each of your golf clubs.
That's true.
And that's very valuable.
That's
very hard to determine on a practice.
That's a very good point. Jacob, we got somebody in live chat.
Actually, a question from me.
Okay.
Who is the favorite right now to win the British Open? I know you guys said it's coming up. So who's the favorite right now to win that?
I got to go Rory.
I do too. I was going to say it's early, Jacob, but if you, I think we're to post if the books here in Vegas were to post the odds today, I think you would see Rory McIlroy as the favorite, at least for today.
I believe so.
Yeah, it's going to be good. Trent says he's curious what you think is more important when putting, reading the line or speed. It's kind of like the old thing, what came first, the chicken or the egg?
Trent, there is no doubt about this, and you could ask that question of every golf instructor, every tour player in the world, and they're all going to tell you the same thing. It's distance. Speed control is the single most important thing. Yeah. If you're the world's worst reader of greens, but you have excellent speed, you're going to eliminate three putts. Three putting is caused by poor distance control.
Yeah, I agree. That's a very good answer. I agree with you totally. Marshall says he's a bit confused about the proper amount of spine tilt. Any clarification would help.
I'm assuming that we're talking about spine tilt over the golf ball.
Yes. Yeah.
Marshall.
I would assume too.
And it has to be a comfortable athletic position. You can't feel like you're sitting down. You can't feel that your spine is straight up and down. You need to feel that your chest is out over your feet. That's going to help you. You should also be able to let your arms hang naturally from your shoulders. If you have a correct spine angle, your arms will hang straight down from your shoulders, and that's where you're placing your hands on the golf club. If that should help you find a good spine angle.
And I think comfort is the key word there too.
Very, very important.
Yeah. Henry says that he thinks his swing is too upright and is thinking about a flatter swing. Good or bad idea?
That would depend on your ball flight, Henry. Upright swing planes tend to produce for a right-hander, a left to right ball flight. If you're not producing a left to right ball flight with a steep angle of attack, then you have another issue. Mm-hmm. If you want to change your swing plane, what I would suggest is that you do some practice with the ball above your feet, a side hill lie with the ball above your feet. That'll flatten out your swing plane, and you can find out if it's producing the ball flight that you want. There is no one correct swing plane. It's mostly determined by your body type, your posture at address, and that's pretty much it. Yeah. I'm all for people experimenting. I like to see them move their ball position around, change the plane of their swing if they have the talent to do that, and find out what effect it has on ball flight.
Yeah, but I think that thing with the feet below the ball and that plane, I think that's very good. Finally, Jesse says that people have told him when playing that he stands too far from the ball. Wants to know what the proper distance should be.
Going back to what I answered earlier, your arms should hang naturally from your shoulders. That will determine where your hands are going to hold the golf club. And if that puts you short of the golf ball, then you need to stand a little bit closer.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
That's how you find it, though, allowing your arms to hang naturally from your shoulders.
Yeah, exactly. Good advice, because I hope that helps everybody out there. Of course, we'll have more next week on golf and other four-letter words. I mentioned at the top, you're now at Eagle Crest Golf Course, Golf Club. How could people find you there for lessons and so on and so forth? What do they have to do?
Well, they can go to our website, Golf Summerlin,
which is on the screen right now,
and call Eagle Crest, the pro shop. They can put you in touch with me. Should I give my current phone number?
Sure, if you'd like.
Yeah. It's, of course, the 702 area code. It's 533-5431.
Okay.
I have a website, apexgolfacademy.com. You can reach me via that. I'm on Facebook. Number of ways to get a hold of me.
Okay, absolutely. And Eagle Crest, for people that are new to the Las Vegas Valley, if you haven't played it before, it's just a fantastic little golf course to play. It's actually
it's an executive.
It's an executive course, but it really allows you to hit most of the clubs in your bag, and it's great practice.
We have a par 4 there that I promise you can put on any golf course in America, and people are gonna say, yeah, that's a good golf hole.
Yeah.
Our par 4 ninth is 403 yards uphill, with a partially blind shot to the green. It's an outstanding. It's the best executive course I've ever been on.
And you're way up there in Sun
beautiful.
City, Summerlin. You got beautiful views.
Beautiful
across the valley. It's really a lot of fun. So go see Tom Mutzler. He'll get your swing back on track. Tom, good job as always. Thanks for coming in. Best of luck.
My pleasure.
And that's going to wrap it up for this edition of Golf and Other Four-Letter Words here on the Vegas Video Network. We hope to see you next week, same time, same place, with another good show. Until then, fairways and greens, everybody, and we'll see you back then. So long.